Yes, my people. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hello, my people. Hello, hello. Yes, Najawas, welcome back again. How you guys doing today? Is anyone there? Yes, I'm knocking at the door. Answer me if anybody is there. I'm knocking, I'm knocking, I'm knocking. Hello, my people. Najawas, welcome again. How on a day today? This one is from our brother Cephas Nohomba. As all of you know, say whenever Cephas come out like this, in they talk about the development of our states, Edo states. So it's a very short video, but we are going to analyze it. Hello, my people. Yes, I can see you there, Godwin Oposio. Thank you very much for joining. Taye Rose, thank you very much. Good afternoon to you all. Lucky Osas, good afternoon to you all. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate every one of you so much. Osa Francis, thank you. Good afternoon to you. Bishop Akire, I cite you, I cite you. Good afternoon to you, my brother Bishop. I see you guys, John Peter, Agmolaho, Elvis Johnson, Oshenjebo 0147, the law. How you guys doing? Amayo Joy. Thank you guys for joining. All right, make we listen to what our brother Cephas Nwamba come talk. As I know, say the insecurity for Edo State is getting too alarming right now. So everybody is coming up with something for a solution. Rather, let me put it like that. Our brother Cephas Nwamba has always been a brother that always want the betterment of Edo people. Una know say Cephas Nwamba na the good thing wey go happen for Edo State 9 day 24/7. So we don't bring this idea come now 10 minutes video, then we're going to take it from there. So make now hear make now hear with our brother Cephas Nwamba come tell you now. I dey here with you now, I got to watch on with you now. And when I not think say I not the background, I the background with you now. So you can leave anything there, of course. I will get back to you guys. And Abulele Lizzie, good afternoon to you. Henry, thank you very much. Good afternoon to you too. Thank you very much. I appreciate every one of you. I want to listen to her now.
It is easy to control crime than to stop crime. The problem I've got to discover in Nigeria today is that a lot of us are fighting so hard to stop crime, and it's getting into something else. I would like the research and idea I have today to be done in Edo State to serve as an attestation to the entire nation that is something we can actually achieve. I've been meeting with a lot of ICT professionals, and we've discussed so much about the possibility of having a simple biometric. Like I said, I want this to be practiced in Edo State first. Once we have this biometric system in Edo State, that means if anyone comes into the state, it will be the responsibility of that individual to go to the nearest biometric center and have your biometrics done. It won't take you more than 5 minutes with the way and manner the application will be designed. The reason for this biometric is to have a way of placing check on every individual and every citizen. Let me tell us a little of my experience before I get further. When I was the general officer commanding in the I institution, Institute of Management and Technology, I know so many criminals and kidnappers that were, apprehended inside the campus during my time. I'll be in my office, all of a sudden, SXS will drive in, or policemen will drive in and tell me that the criminal they're looking for is inside the campus. Like how? Said they've placed surveillance on the person. It's okay, fine. I take them to the school management. They will lodge the same complaint to the school management, and school management will give them the empowerment to fetch out the very person. And almost all these operations were done without even a gunshot on the hair. They apprehend the person, they bring the person to the management gets through their own profile to find out if this very person is a student. And we have always been disappointed to find out that most of those people were not students of the school. So in such case, we just allow them to take the person away. We have no business. I know many times I've visited prisons and many police stations over issues of some of our students who also involve themselves in crime, and they get to find them down to the school to pick them up. The school will always place it on me as an obligation to go to go along with the case to be very sure that the student is not being indicted, or for us to be very sure that the crime was really committed by the student. You see, it's a simple system. So many of these operations were done without any chaos, without any calamity, without any gunshot on the air, and students start running up and down. No, students don't even know when these arrests are even made. So if we have this simple biometric system in Edo State, if you come into the state and you've done your biometric with any biometric centers, probably you come into my own community, you don't need to do another biometric. All you just need to do is to go to the biometric center in my community, put your thumb in there, and your informations will pop out. That's just all. That's biometric verification. Then they give you a pass to stay in the community. They get to ask you questions. What have you come to do? Because why I'm saying this is this. So many criminals do isolate themselves in typical villages, communities, schools. In my own time, as a general officer commanding in the higher institution, I got to know this. And if you go around so many communities today, there are a lot of young guys who are not working. You see somebody will leave his own village without any handiwork, without any qualification, without the idea of coming into the community to farm. I know farming has helped a lot of people. I can attest to it. My mother is from Imo State. When she got married to my father, she lived with us in Benin here. So I know so many of my uncles who went to learn trade, many in Aba, in other places, even in Lagos. They will come down to the village to do job, to farm. When they farm for some certain years, they gather money to go and start up the business, the trade, the line of trade. They go. So many of them. That farming system helped a lot of them. So many of my uncles. I can provide so many of them before the entire world today that system has helped. They're going to learn trade, they come to the village, they begin to farm. Once they get the amount of money to invest on the trade, they leave. So, having people come into the community is not a bad idea because they might come to help themselves with one job or the other. But if you go around communities today, you see so many people who come into the community, they don't work. When they are hungry, they just look for kunja work to get little money to eat while their eyes is on the things they did not place on the ground. And before you know it, they easily associate with the community boys. They become friends. Then they now begin to introduce that criminal mind to the community boys. So when they succeed influencing the community boys, these people do carry out operations without people even knowing those who are the perpetrators. So we need to place check on people through biometrics. When you commit a crime, like you come into my village and you commit a crime, before you are even handed over to the police, we'll have the kind of crime you've committed, we'll have it recorded and attach it to your biometric in the system. Then you serve for it, you pay the penalty. If it is a kind of crime that after you've paid the penalty, they allow you to integrate with the society, you go. If you go to Uromi, for instance, of course you must go for biometric verification. And the land and the government have to make it in such a way that it should be a crime for you to be in Edo State for more than 24 hours without having your biometric done. This is another way of creating job and another way of generating income. Because the fine people pay for their default is to service the system and those who are working in the system. I think when someone gets to pay for one crime and someone gets to Uromi and you thumbprint, they will see what crime you've committed in Okobo because it's already recorded on your biometrics profile. Oh, you raped a girl when you were in Okobo, so and so, yes, so and so date. When you remind people of their evil, they have a way of cautioning themselves to make sure that they don't repeat the same mistake. But you see somebody will commit in Oriomo, go to Uromi, and begin to live life again and begin to commit more havoc. So even in the system, we'll make it a law. If you commit this particular crime, because when you commit, you just pay fine, you go. But when you commit it more than so many times like this, you go to jail for it. So when someone gets to the limit, maybe probably you slap somebody, they just ask you to pay a fine. And they tell you if you slap somebody, if such case repeats itself for more than 3 times, you go to jail. By the time you cross check, even when somebody annoy you, you are so temperamental, when you get to know, oh, you've reached the limit, you have to calm down. That's a way we can control people. Because we all have liberty to our opinions. Like I speak to you here, so many things do come into my mind. But because I have a way of disciplining my decisions and opinions, ideas that comes into my mind, I have a way of scrutinizing the ideas. I will get to know this is not right to be done, or this is not the right thing to do. I just scrap it out on my own. But so many people don't have that self-discipline. They don't have such methodology. Whatever comes into their mind, for as much that thing can solve their problem, that goes into it immediately. That's a way we can control people. Because we all have liberty to our opinions. Like I speak to you here, so many things do come into my mind. But because I have a way of disciplining my decisions and opinions, ideas that comes into my mind, I have a way of scrutinizing the ideas. I will get to know this is not right to be done, or this is not the right thing to do. I just scrap it out on my own. But so many people don't have that self-discipline. They don't have such methodology. Whatever comes into their mind, for as much that thing can solve their problem, that goes into it immediately. Of course, money can solve your problem if you have money problem. But it's not every source available to you to make money that is the right source. So having war against crime, there's nothing too bad about it, but it's going to boomerang. The best way is to control crime. I've met with those who can actually influence this in government, but because of this appointee of 18, so many people seems as if they don't have the full audacity to carry out any decision making now. So I'm out here to unleash it out to the entire public, so that if you are out there, you have a way, you know you can influence this idea. Let us begin to demand from this very present administration, because we all fought for the administration, because we know that this administration has come to liberate us in many ways. So it's time we begin to demand from this very present administration to help us achieve this. This will help us a lot. If you talk, there's so many, we've talked about the constraints of these things I'm telling you about. So I'm not out here to begin to tell you the whole details of it. His Excellency Godwin Obaseki grew up in the Western world. So he knows what I'm saying. So many people who are working with him, they grew up in Western world. So many of our Ado people, many of you are still out there in the Western world. So you know about what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about has its own challenge, its constraint, which has already been put under consideration. I sat with these ICT professionals. They told me possibilities and told me areas were going to have difficulties, and they were able to as well provide solutions for those difficulties.
Can you hear me? Just say hi if you can hear me, my people. How na day? Good afternoon, good evening to you all. Let me appreciate you guys that I've not appreciated before. Let me check. Let me check. Hello, guys. Yes, I believe say na Henry na for end. Okay, Sunlight of All Sun is here. Good afternoon to you. Iziegbe, Ikmome. Good afternoon to you. Thank you guys for joining. Good news. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amayo Joy, Henry commented again. I appreciate every one of you for this time with us this afternoon. Agbalao, Changeable, JJ, Tayi, Stella, Itima, thank you everyone. One in every six. Wow, see that name. Wow. How much did they form this name, Seth? Ewosa Francis, I appreciate every one of you. Okay, that one, our brother, Cephas Nohomba. For some of you that have not seen this face before, Cephas Nohomba have been there for a while now. He's always on the positive side. He tried to bring a very good ideas to every Edolite all over the world, on the better things that we can do to develop our states. He also try most of the time to give ideas to the state governor as well. Governor Gordon Obaseki. Yes, Cephas Nohomba is somebody that many of you can actually rely on. So, my people, we are, what he's talking about is how we can, move Edo forward in terms of security. As all of them know, say the security for the state is very, very bad right now. But what Cephas Nohomba is saying is not all about key. He's trying to say that there's other ways that security issues in Edo State can be handled rather than the way it's currently being handled. Yes, he didn't mention anybody's names. He's just only coming up with the suggested ideas that can be more beneficial to me and you. So that's what he's talking about. So my people, now that one that's my break on for now. I want to come back again now. Then we can talk about what happened yesterday concerning the vigilantes in Edo State. As you all know, that they were being accused or allegedly, why some call it fact. Emmanuel Agbogu call it fact. Why Comrade Stanley Sazos Akonakode also call it fact yesterday. But because we have not actually verified everything, so I'm still not 100% accusing them yet. So we are going to come talk about that straight away. But while you guys listen to the video I'm bringing right now, in 5 minutes, I'm back with you guys. Then we can deliberate on it and talk on this issue together. Henry, my brother, we the Edo people need you in that area of biometric. Oh yes, I wish they can employ him. That'd be very good. But the thing is that good people that is very, very transparent in these manners, they are not always getting the opportunity to hold those kind of positions. I don't know why. So but still, you are right, Henry. Sunlight of all sun, Najawa, that is the question I asked when at Good News started insulting me. Oh, please, Good News, don't insult each other now, please. You guys have consecrated supporter of Nigeria Watch. I wouldn't see my family fighting themselves. Sunlight of us sun is always there for me, and Good News is always there for us as well. Please, no, don't fight, please. We can disagree, but there's no need of insulting each other, please. Vera, Frank, thank you very much. You guys stay tuned. Let's do this together because we want to do interactive session right now. Let's talk about the security in Edo State, but I have a video to bring to your screen, then we can take it from there. So I'm going to join you guys in the next 5 minutes. We are here because I'm just going to turn this off, then come back again. then let's deliberate on that one together. Talk to you soon and see you guys soon.